Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to dig into a really deep and fundamental tension that's pretty much shaped all of human history. And we'll look at what a brand new initiative called Community is trying to do about it.
Right out of the gate, I want to plant two questions in your mind, because they're going to be the heartbeat of everything we talk about. First, if not now, when? And second, if not you, who? Just let those simmer in the back of your mind as we go.
Underneath all the noise of our daily lives, our politics, our economies, there's this ancient tug of war going on. It's a conflict that's been shaping our world for thousands of years.
And this whole tension really boils down to two completely different ways of thinking. On one hand, you've got what we can call the community ethics logic. It's this idea that we should be good, guided by shared values, what's best for everyone, and this sense that we're accountable to something bigger than ourselves. But on the other hand, you have the power control logic. Its motto is be powerful. Here, it's all about hierarchy, what your peers think, and how much you can physically control. They're two totally different operating systems for humanity.
And look, this isn't just some abstract philosophical debate. This stuff has real-world bite. In economics, that community ethics thinking gives us things like the biblical jubilee or Islamic zakat, systems designed for fairness. The power control side? Well, that's where you get tax avoidance and predatory loans. In our legal systems, it's the fight between protecting consumers versus deregulating everything for profit. This battle is happening all around us, all the time.
So here's a wild thought. What if you could take this ancient, sprawling conflict and point the most advanced analytical tools we have today right at it? Well, that's exactly what a huge research mission set out to do, to understand this tension in a way no one ever has before. And when I say huge, I mean it. The scope was, well, all of human history, from the earliest norms of sharing in animist societies through the rules written down in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, all the way to today, using AI to analyze that entire historical arc. And to get their arms around a question this big, the researchers threw the kitchen sink at it. They looked at it through the lens of cultural evolution to see how these ideas spread, kind of like memes. They used moral psychology to get at the gut feelings behind it all. They even ran complex computer simulations, a bit like the Move 37 moment in the game of Go, to find totally new strategies. This was an incredibly deep, multi-layered investigation.
And this is where it gets really exciting. Because when you do an analysis this profound, the results aren't just data points. They become a call to action. The research didn't just find an interesting insight, it basically demanded that something be done in response.
And that response is community. At its heart, it's a platform designed to make good things happen. But the how is the really important part. It's built from the ground up to be fueled, funded, and managed fairly in good faith. It's a real attempt to build a system that runs on that community ethics logic we've been talking about.
And getting involved is designed to be incredibly simple. Step one, you pitch an idea. It could be a big community project, a cause you believe in, or even just a shared hobby. Step two, you build a room, which is just a dedicated online space for you and others to plan and collaborate. And step three, you use the tools and the people you've gathered to actually go out and make it happen.
So this brings us full circle, right back to the beginning, back to those two questions. Because this isn't just some abstract idea, it's a direct invitation, and it's for you, right now.
We started here, if not now, when? Think about how often we see a problem or have a great idea, and we just tell ourselves, maybe later. Community is built on the belief that the time for later is over.
And then there's the other side of the coin. If not you, who? This one really challenges us to stop waiting around for someone else to step up, for some hero to come along and fix things. It puts the responsibility right back on us.
And this is the final, most crucial piece of the puzzle. Because if we don't act on the things we truly care about, somebody else will. Someone else will make the decisions for you. And based on the history we just saw, what are the odds they'll truly have your best interests at heart? That feels like a pretty risky bet to me.
So how do you answer those questions? How do you take that first real step? Well, the very first opportunity, the chance to actually be in the room where it all starts, is the official community launch event.
And that first step, it's an investment of $30. That's the ticket price for the launch event here in Perth. But let's be honest, what you're getting is so much more than that. Of course, there's going to be food and drinks, but more importantly,
You're getting access to big ideas, a real chance to take action, and a spot in the very first community rooms. They're even giving out prizes for the best, funniest, and most creative ideas pitched that night. This is about connecting with people who actually want to build things, not just talk about them.
So, mark your calendar, August 21st. To get all the info and to grab your ticket before they're gone, head over to community.org. We're going to end right where we started. If not now, when? If not you,